everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Von Miller in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. Terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Here we go. 38.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run.
Let's go. 38.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the clear. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Ohio, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go. Boo, Landy. Boo, Landy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 1 yard back there to make it second and 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Fielded about a yard deep. Pushing through the contact. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when they're doing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll drop the throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll set up a throw, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
No, check. Patriot. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
No, check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go. What? Ohio.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll look to throw.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And oh, he coughed it up. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. What?
On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's still barreling through. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Caught at the 7 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Fresh set of downs here.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! 190! 190!
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go! 190! 190!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go! Brand 38!
Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. What?
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schroeder. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to bring up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back out of that Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
back to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Watch it. Now let's go. Now, check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Blue 90. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that there may be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. Spread 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. To throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. First carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. First and goal here from the 9. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schroeder. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Billy, here we go. Watch it now. Leopard.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On second down, Williams shedding the tackle, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brandon, looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Let's go. 1-9.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go. Blue 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds McDonald. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Green 39. Green 39.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schroeder. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 1/3 of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL?